Hi everybody, Matt Graham here with Exploring the Ozarks, and we've got a special treat for you today. Today we're going to be interviewing and following up with Rich and Leah Callahan with 14 Mill Market. As you can see, it's finally done. We've just been kind of waiting to see if they could calm down a little bit. The place has been super busy, so we're really excited to come check it out with you guys today. As you can see behind me, they've got so much room. As you pull in the parking lot, there's tons of parking out here in the back. You've got tons of area for cornhole on this nice GastroTurf. They've got a stage right here for bands to be playing. I know they got quite a few bands coming into play here pretty quick. You got tons of seating out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fire pits with tons of seating out here. The front porch is absolutely gorgeous. Sure, it looks really good at nighttime. We're gonna go inside and explore the 14 Mill Market. Follow me. All right, we made it inside the 14 Mill Market. There's approximately, 10 local businesses. Some of them started with food trucks, some are actual restaurants. They've all decided to come together in this super awesome, I'm not gonna call it a food hall, it's the 14 Mill Market. What we're gonna do now is go check out some of these places, show you guys what's available. We're gonna taste test some food today, so follow me and we're gonna go check out some good food. That looks awesome.
And it comes with burger sauce, pickles, bacon, and cheddar cheese.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Thank you. Where do I start? Oh my gosh. So that's the burger slider.
That's the Mo Bacon skirt.
Bro,
And that's the Nashville High.
that is awesome, man. I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to do today, though. So I'm going to have to put the slider down. That was really, really good. The skirt slider, I think they called it. Now we're going to try the Nashville hot chicken. And I'm a big fan of Nashville hot chicken. Here we go. Oh my God, it's hot. That's awesome, man. That's it right there. That's it right there. Oh my God. The breading's perfect, the chicken's perfect, everything's perfect on that. When we first got here, I ran into a realtor that I know, and her friend were having lunch, and another friend had just left. But they stopped me to tell me that I needed to come over here to Rich Leah Waffle Company and get the Monte Cristo. So I could describe it, but I don't think I need to. I'm just gonna open up this bad boy and see what this does for us here. So just the presentation, oh my gosh, okay. That's ridiculous. You just gotta try to pick it up anyways. And then, doop. Oh, that's way too much. Okay. So, here we go. I've had a lot of Monte Cristos in my life, and that's by far the best Monte Cristo I've ever had. Good job, guys. You killed it. That raspberry is like best I've ever had. So if you're in Nixa, come to the 14 Mill Market. Every one of these places is so good. I'm going to recommend Rich Leah Waffle Company and Mo Sliders because everything I've had so far has been amazing. So now, we've been to a couple other places. My belly's already getting pretty full, so I don't know if we're going to make it to every one of these places. But I did hear a lot of good things about the Queen City Soul Kitchen. And where'd you guys actually come from?
Springfield, downtown Springfield.
Downtown Springfield? Did you guys have an actual location or a food truck?
We have an actual location.
Okay.
We're in downtown.
Okay.
Yep.
And decided to come join us in Nixa.
Yep.
Love it, man. Well, so what we've got here is the East Coast style mac and cheese. Can you tell me what's in that?
It's about 5 different cheeses, and it has seasoned sauce, it's got garlic powder, it's got pepper in it, all the good stuff in it. It's a cheese sauce, and it's baked together with the noodles. And then it's got sharpshooter on top, baked again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Very gooey with cheese.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You had me at 5 cheeses. I was just called the Nixa foodie now as well, so thanks, guys. Got a real good homemade flavor to it, but You can almost pick out every single one of those cheeses just in one bite. So that's amazing. So I will also recommend the Queen City Soul Kitchen as well. But it seems like everything we've tried here today has been super awesome. But thank you guys for joining us today with exploring the Ozarks and exploring the 14 Mill Market. I don't think I've got enough time or room left in my belly to try everything else. So I think it's a good opportunity for us to come back. So I think we're getting ready to interview Rich and Leah Callahan that own the place for the whole 14 Mill Market. So stick around for a second, and we'll talk to them a little bit about the whole project as well. So stick around. We'll see you guys in a few. Hi everybody, Matt Graham here with Exploring the Ozarks, and today I'm really excited that we finally got to come back after all these months and talk with Rich and Leah Callahan from 14 Mill Market here in Nixa. Thanks for being with us, guys, and thanks for letting us come visit you guys.
No problem.
We really appreciate you being on the show, but we promised at some point we would come back and we would actually look at the place that you built. We came back a couple weeks ago and we got some outside stuff, got to try some of the food. So I know that every place that I've tried so far, I've been back, twice since I did the food thing. And everything I've had's been amazing. So you guys have surrounded yourselves with some really cool people, am I right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, how many are we talking in this whole place right now?
We have 10 restaurants plus the bar, so there's 11 vendors technically. And then that's about it. So that's just
right.
the 10
the bar
restaurants.
itself is massive, so you can just come in here and hang out all day if you wanted to.
Yes.
And just eat all day long if you wanted to. Was that kind of part of the plan, I guess, was to make it more inviting for people to just stay as long as possible?
Yeah, we just visualized, especially the location we're at, just being so central, downtown Nixa, easy in and out from the road. We just visualized that bar space being just a really, more of an upscale, but a nice business gathering, friends, couples, and it has been. I mean, we've seen people at the bar from the time we open or even before we open sometimes, just kind of waiting for it to open. So that's been neat.
Good. Well, I mean, there's probably 10, 12 people out there right now at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, so you're doing pretty good with that. But let's talk a little bit about, just to kind of recap what you guys talked about on the show. This is a pretty historic spot for Nixa in itself. I know what was here, but I'm sure you guys probably got a bigger rendition of it. So what was here before? I mean, this was a huge draw. This was the mill for Nixa. So this was a big draw. But how long was that property here before you guys took over? And then some stuff you may have found on the property I'd like to know about.
Well, the property, the feed mill, which was called Weisner Feed Mill, was built in the late 1950s by Barney Weisner. And so it changed hands a couple of times, and we bought the property in 2021 from Dave Atkinson, and it was named D&D Feed. Mm-hmm. But the feed mill, having been here since the 50s, which was at that just a pivotal point for farmers, in pulling all those trucks up and loading them up with feed, it was just the real hustle and bustle of town.
Yeah, this is where everybody went.
Yeah,
I think,
and as we talk with community residents, they just all have such good memories of seeing this feed mill and coming with their dad, coming with their grandpas. We talked
this is
about
where
this.
we brought our walnuts. I would go
and
pick up walnuts and realize how worthless they were after I brought them in.
Yeah, we had one guy come in and he brought in a poster, had it made for us from the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. There's 2 brothers with mules. That's on there.
Yeah.
Well, they used to in the 60s drive their mule and cart to this feed mill every day, and he remembered that as a kid, that it was such a spectacle that even in the 60s that this one mule wagon would pull up and get feed almost every day here in Nixa.
That's
and
wild.
so and then they were obviously featured on a cover of the Ozark Mountain Daredevils and stuff.
Very
so
famous album cover too.
So he brought us a giant one of those with a little story that we'll try to get hung up somewhere.
That's cool. Wow, that's super cool. Because I mean, there was a well on the property and stuff like that. That I know, Wayne Glenn, he did a special on it as well. What did you guys end up doing with that? Was that something that was incorporated or covered over? I'm interested.
So we think that well dates back to the late 1800s, which was when this property was settled. It was about 80 acres that was settled in the late 1800s by the Stifler family, and they built a cabin, and that well is situated where we think would be right behind the cabin. And so we would love to apply for a grant maybe in the future to try to restore that and be able to show it off. It's
Right.
really, I mean, as we have looked at it, it's now covered up for safety, but
Good.
it is really pretty.
It is, and it was a hand dug well too.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure.
Hand
And-
dug and lined.
And that's
Yeah.
in itself is a feat.
In itself.
Yeah.
But that just tells you how important this spot was
Yes.
to
Yeah.
not just Nixa,
I
the whole
agree.
Christian County area, or Greene County at that point, because those were farmers too, and they were all going to their certain mills. But you know, being from Nixa myself, this was something that we always passed by. We were always here, just like you said, either this or the NLA Cafe. You know, so but you know, Nixa was in dire need of something like this that we didn't even know existed. So I think for somebody who has come here frequently since you've opened, thank you for doing it, because it is one of the most unique, cool places I've ever seen, guys. And to know the people that have done it, and you guys being a part of the show has been amazing. Tell me what kind of traffic you guys are looking at so far. I know you got construction going on. We don't want that to stop anybody. It hasn't stopped really anybody I've seen. Every time I come through here, this parking lot is plumb full of people.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. You know, we do get a lot of people, but there's a lot of room inside. So even if the parking lot looks full, you know, some of the complaints that we got were not enough parking.
Right?
But we have 110 parking spots here, but we're just kind of like putting in downtown, like downtown Springfield. You got to go a little ways to park, right? And we have tons of city parking right across the street, not Rocco's, but next to it. You know, there and behind that, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And then Thrive Church is allowing us to like park, you know, vehicles there, as long as it's not Wednesday night or Sunday.
Good.
So we partnered up with them, and we even have signs made. So there's plenty of parking to be had. It's just you may have to walk a less than a block, you know. But
But that's okay too. There's plenty of sidewalks out there now that I'm seeing put in, brand new.
Yeah.
Hopefully the road extension's done here soon for your guys'
Yeah.
mentality, and everybody else's too. I know it slows everybody else down, but I'm glad you spoke about that, because that is one thing I've noticed. You know, I could see that being a turnoff of seeing all the people in there, but honestly, I drive a big diesel truck, and I've been able to fit in here every single time I've been here, and it's
Good.
been during busy times.
That's good.
Morning time is a great time to come here too.
Yes.
They've got a couple places that serve breakfast, so don't be afraid to come in here for breakfast too, guys. I've been here for breakfast and lunch at this point, so now it's just, I guess, dinner. So what time are you guys open? What time do you guys close?
So we open at 7 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And though, like you said, there's 3 restaurants that serve breakfast: Abby's Acai Bowl, Lindsay's Bakery and Bistro, and Mo Slider, the waffle place, have teamed up, and they're doing a full line breakfast now in the morning as well.
Oh my God.
As of now, Saturdays at 9. It may open at 7 for the Mo Slider one. And then on Sunday, we open at 11.
Okay, good to know that too. Well, there's plenty of choices for people to come eat. Out of these 10, you know them all by heart. So what are they? Who all do we have here? We've got Mo Sliders.
Yeah, so we have Mo Sliders. We have Liège Love Waffle Company. We have Queen City Soul Kitchen. We have Nacho Ordinary Taco.
So good.
We have Fresh Pokey. We have Lindsay's Kitchen Bakery and Bistro.
Lindsay's is awesome.
We have Snowbiz Plus. We
Hold
have
on, we have waffle cone nachos at Snowbiz now too.
Ice
Not
cream
just
nachos.
ice cream nachos
Ice cream
are
nachos.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a hit.
Oh, I bet.
And a shareable thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, the table can share.
Right.
And then finally we have Divine Deli. We have Abby's Acai Company, and then we have Pie Paradiso.
Right.
So,
And then
Weisner Bar
And the bar.
to top it off.
The bar
So-
is actually super classy as well. So
Thank
I don't
you.
think you wouldn't be able to find, like, you wouldn't be able to order something and they not know what it is.
Yes.
Or have access to it, because there's plenty of liquor here, plenty of beer and all that. What kind of beers do you guys have on tap here?
Oh, we have 16 taps. So we have everything from Michelob Ultra, Mango Cart's a big one. We have Yingling.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We just pulled on a Mother's Oktoberfest. We have, you know, some Springfield Brewco, the Green Ghost, which is really popular. We have 4 4x4 taps, so we change out. Right now we have Java La Colche, which is from them, which is like a coffee beer. We're the only ones that carry that besides them. We're about ready to put on an Oktoberfest from 4x4 as well.
Good.
And then we have some stouts to ciders on there. So we're always changing those up.
Well, I'm glad you're spreading it around to all these other good local brands too. That's
Yeah,
awesome. You're
yeah.
We're
supporting
trying to bring more local brands. So
Yeah.
really, you know, besides having the Michelob Ultra and the Yingling, a lot of our brands are a smaller breweries, whether it's from Sweet Lou's out of St. Louis to, you know, right here 4x4 to Springfield Brewco. So we are trying to do smaller breweries, and we have some out of Denver, smaller breweries too.
That's okay too. We'll let them in
Yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever it's worth. But so you guys have any plans coming up here for some special events? Because you guys will see in our video, you've got a super cool. I mean, there's so many cool places outside here. You've got the fire pit area that's got what, 5 fire pits? I think we counted 7.
We have 4 fire pits.
4 fire pits.
And I can't wait for
Big
fall.
fire pit area.
Yes.
So I can't wait for that.
Really
Yes.
nice spaces.
Yes.
We have a nice covered patio, almost
Huge.
2,000 square feet of just covered patio.
With
we're in-
fans and TV.
Yes,
Yep.
we're in a meeting community room.
Yeah.
This has been really a used room since we opened for birthday parties, bridal showers. We have a painting class that has scheduled for
Good.
the rest of the year. Bible studies. I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
We're hosting it here. But
And I hear you have killer Wi-Fi too. Is
Yeah.
that right?
we have
now?
good
You
Wi-Fi.
have students
Wi-Fi.
coming in just for Wi-Fi now, so
Yeah.
remember that too.
We do. We have some fun events coming up. So our bar is going to kick off some themed events starting in September. We're going to start trivia night and music bingo in September, and our bartenders, a couple of them who are amazing, are going to be the hosts for that. And our goal for that is to drive some later night traffic
Yeah.
to this place.
Music bingo. I've not tried that one.
Oh,
that'd be
it's
a good
so
one.
fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're talking about a murder mystery night. We have a college. Well, actually, it's a back to school student rally this coming Friday with an MSU band.
Oh, cool.
I'm hoping to just welcome all the students back to school. We have a bunch of outdoor games.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got the.
so-
you can go throw some bags out back.
Go throw some cornhole.
Cornhole, which is super cool with the grass turf. Looks like a
It's
football
really
field
nice.
and all that. It's so nice. But then you have a stage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm a huge music guy, and so who do we have playing coming up here? I know Isaac Kenneth was just here. He's getting ready to.
Yeah.
He was here. We've
Love
had-
him, by the way.
Yeah, we've had the New Waves, which is an 80s band. We've
Southern
had
Raised.
Southern Raised, Bluegrass,
Yeah.
And we have a couple of others for the outdoor stage. It's been such a hot summer.
Yeah, it's hard
So
to think about.
a lot of our
honestly.
musicians we've moved inside or on the covered patio, but we're hoping to have kind of a fall festival line dance
Oh.
with an outdoor band,
All right.
some country music out there for that, as well as we have a Latin dance class coming in September, and so people will be learning how to salsa on the turf.
Oh, all right.
So-
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we have
Different
a
for
wide
sure.
variety of
On the
things.
weekends,
I love
we've had already 2 hot yoga. Phoenix Hot Yoga meets
Oh,
once
yeah.
a month here. They do
When
that.
it's just 200 degrees outside.
Yeah, they get out there early in the morning, and then anybody that participates in that gets a free mimosa afterwards.
All right.
And then we've had the boot camp, the
Burn boot camp.
Burn boot camp. That was 90 something people here.
Wow.
On one Saturday morning, it was like crazy, and they're
Wow.
about to have another one of those.
Wow.
Coming up. And
So there's been a lot of
It's
bodies
busy.
in this place.
It's
since you
busy.
built it.
Yeah.
I mean, what day did you guys get built? After you were done building all of the tables and stuff.
Yeah.
When did you guys officially open? What was the date?
June 8th.
June 8th.
June
So it's been a little over 2 months at this point.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about it, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I hope after this video, you have more people talking about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, thanks for bringing this to this area. I mean, I know this was kind of a labor of love for you guys to go travel around and see. How many did you guys see before this became 20
Around
of them?
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
How far out did you guys have to go?
All the way from Florida to New Mexico.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
And 20, and is that how many are actually in the United States? I
No,
wonder?
there's quite a bit.
No,
more.
There's not
Yeah.
many of these. I don't
Yeah.
ever see them.
They're up and coming. I mean, you usually see them in bigger cities,
Right.
Not all of them have. First of all, we have great parking compared to most of them. Just to
Right.
put that out
Yeah,
there.
guys, I'd imagine
Yeah.
downtown.
None of
Yeah,
them
they're all
have
downtown.
parking.
Right.
But that bringing the concept of a more rural town, we're probably one of the unique ones there of being in like a smaller town. But it works. I mean, this is a great community, and people are supporting it, and I think it works where you're going to see more of them because it's a great opportunity for small restaurants to get in there to create and not have to worry about all the hassles, to be able to just incubate their businesses.
Not have to start a restaurant.
Not have to
get
start
the
a
whole
restaurant,
building
yeah.
and everything. Yeah, no, it makes so much sense. especially for them. I mean, you've got Not So Ordinary Taco, which everybody talks about with their truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got them to open up a space here
Yeah.
at this place, which says a lot to me.
And they're killing it.
But a lot of them probably started that way too, and they are killing it. They're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always moving parts that have to be changed a little bit as
Mm-hmm.
you go, but you guys have really done a great job of keeping it on the same level and actually making this a bigger deal. So, as a fellow Nixian / Highlandvillian, I guess we call ourselves down there, but thanks for bringing this here. This
Thank
is
you.
much needed. I'm so glad you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
You're from Nixa. You guys have been here a long time too. So now you're giving back to your community and making sure that people are fed and have a good time, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
we like doing that here. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are doing it. But
Yeah.
thanks for being a part of the show as
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
exploring
Yeah,
the
thank
Ozarks.
you.
And we hope to keep watching you guys, and we'll be back some other time too, I'm sure. So,
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
You bet.